Hello everybody, it's Erica and I'm here on a rainy, chilly, cold night. I'm feeling a little bit guilty because I was wanting to send something out to you, an email, about a week ago, but I was in Nashville at a conference. I was behind on things. I came home. I got so much work to catch up on. I was really having kind of writer's block. So I actually shared something with a doctoral student of mine that she thought was really informative, and she encouraged me to share a story with others. So I thought I was going to share that story with you today. And that story has to do with the need to get outside our comfort zone. It's so easy to get into the same routine day in and day out. A lot of us, we have maybe one main particular sport or activity that we do with our dog. And there's only so many hours in the day, so many days in the week that we limit ourselves to. I know some people do a lot of cross training, a lot of different sports, but I think the majority of people are a little bit more narrow and focused in what we do. Me, for one, with French ring, for example. But I just want to point out and remind people the importance of getting outside our comfort zone and learning and trying and doing new things. When we're always working on the same things, the same skills, the same sport, it's really easy to get very focused, especially if we're in competition and wanting to do well, that we don't do a lot of cross training. We feel like we don't have time to do the cross training, or we might not quite understand the benefits of how it will help in our regular sport or activities that we do. And I just want to remind people that when we're doing the same things over and over, the same types of activities, the same exercises, we're working certain parts of the dog's body more than others. And by not having a well-balanced, a well-rounded cross-training program, we're going to have dogs that have more imbalances. They're never 100% balanced. Like, we're never 100% balanced. My right arm can stretch further than my left arm behind me. It's the same for our dogs. But when I do cross training and do other types of activities, I'm going to have a more balanced, a more well-rounded dog than if I'm always doing just the same thing. So one of the things that I've been wanting to do is to cross train and take up a new sport. And I mentioned this in a post a couple weeks ago. I was talking about bike joring, where the dog it's like a sled dog harness attached to a bicycle. The dog can pull and run in front of the bicycle. And it's a lot more popular in Europe. A lot of people in the United States don't have any idea what the sport is. But this is something that's really interested me. For example, I go to the gym a lot. I take my dogs. I think they get more exercise than me. And it's really hard to balance time for the both of us to get what we need. So the concept of being able to exercise, and I get my exercise and my dog gets the exercise at the same time, kill two birds with one stone, is ideal. So one of the things that was very obvious to me when I started to take up a new sport is I need to get a new bike. I just have a road bike. I need a bike that I can take off the road. I need more of a mountain bike. I'm going to be involved in a new community of people. New skills, new knowledge, new language. I haven't done much with bicycle riding in quite a long time. I'm more of a runner. I don't hang out with the cyclists. That's not my regular group of people. So what happened was I found myself going into a bike store. I'm looking at borrowing a bike to try it out for the weekend. I'm now like, I got to take the bike apart to fit it in my car, and then I got to put it together when I get it back out. And I'm real uncomfortable because I'm not sure, I haven't done this before. The last time I had a bike and took it out, I pulled it outside my front yard and hopped on it. I didn't have to haul it around in my car. So it definitely put me outside my comfort zone. I found myself very kind of hesitant when they were like, you can take the bike for the weekend. And I think I hung around the store for 20 minutes before I kind of was like, okay, I think I'll take the bike with me. But I revisited the store a couple times, asked a lot of questions. Each time I went back to the store, I felt more and more confident. And I could tell, it was amazing, my confidence level the first time I went to the store, the first time I'd ever gone to this bicycle store, and the third time I had gone in. My comfort level, my confidence. I didn't feel like a complete idiot with some of my questions, wondering if they were going to think I'm stupid. They were super patient with me. I realized there's so many options in bicycles. It was pretty overwhelming at first on what bike should I get, what size tires do I need? So it's been a huge learning experience for me. And I can tell you, it would have been really easy that first day to be like, I'll go visit. I'm not going to talk much, or no, I'm not going to take the bike home. I don't feel comfortable taking the bicycle home. It would have been really easy to just not pursue it any further. It would have been more comfortable. It's definitely more comfortable just to continue doing what I normally do. I now need to learn what trails can I go on? Where can I take them in the state? I'm used to riding on the road, not finding, paths that are safe and out in the country where I can take my dog. So it really opens up a whole new sport, a whole new community of people. It's hard being a novice again. It's nice to be an expert and to be confident in knowing what you're doing. It's not a good feeling to be a novice and to not know what you're doing and to have to ask a lot of questions. And I promise you, I'm going to make mistakes. I've seen some of these videos of some of these crazy rides, and I'm figuring, I am going to have a time where I'm going to crash on my bike. But that's just part of it, and I'm excited to learn, but it can also be intimidating. So this video is just to remind you that if you want to grow and if you want to flourish and set new goals and reach new horizons, we have to go outside that comfort zone. We're not going to take ourselves and our dogs to that next level if we only stay with what's comfortable, with what we know, and with if we know it and we're comfortable, it's easier, right? It's definitely easier. So I just want to encourage you to think about this. The next time you're out there and thinking about trying something new, we learn from our mistakes. That's one of the greatest ways that we learn. And not only are you benefiting, but your dog's going to benefit by adding more programs, by adding more variety of programs for exercise, by cross-training your dog, by changing up the types of things that you do. It's going to be so rewarding, not just physically for your dog, but if you just think about, emotionally and psychologically for your dog, something fresh, something different, exciting, and also for you, you might find yourself reaching new levels of motivation, excitement, a new level of commitment, maybe not just to the new activity, but to your regular activities that you normally do. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, my story of being outside my comfort zone. I'm still outside my comfort zone, and I will continue to share parts of that with you in the upcoming months. I've got some exciting announcements that'll be coming out. Hopefully in the coming, I would say within the next month or so. I plan on doing some more journaling and blogging about these experiences and doing more cross-training. But think about it. That discomfort, that uncomfortable feeling, that uneasiness, that can be a really good thing. It's a sign of growth. You're pushing yourself new levels. It could be physically, through knowledge, through skills. And if you find yourself in that place, let me know. I would love to hear about it, for you to share with others. Shoot me an email. You can, reply on my Facebook page. But I would really, really love to hear those of you that are challenging yourselves and your dogs, learning new things and going outside your comfort zone. So enjoy, have fun, train smart, train safe, and I will talk to you soon.